chant your words with a blind crowd. I won't acclaim heroes of dread, tyrants one day, then praised or dead. I won't say masks, where freedom's fight that lockdowns taught us wrong from right. I won't say trust, what news display while truths dissolve and drift away. I won't say that to be polite. Light doesn't burn from borrowed might. I won't obey, I won't comply. I see the ropes behind your sky. I won't say war defends a peace, or pain your strikes a soul release. I won't call guns a moral path, or clothe preemption with your wrath. I won't pretend your tales are fair, or call them peace when none is there. I won't say fear is common sense, or guilt's the price of innocence. I won't kneel down to silent rules, or praise the prisons built for fools. I won't say that the end is clear if I obey and pay so dear. I won't say hate is brave disguise, or worship those who trade their lies. I won't say that to be polite. Light doesn't feed on borrowed might. I won't obey, I won't comply. I see the ropes behind your sky. I won't say war defends freedom, or sell your strikes as duty done. I won't call guns a moral path, or clothe preemption with your wrath. I won't pretend your tales are fair, or call them peace when none is there. You told us tech is convenient, and asked for us to be lenient. You point out flaws, mistakes to fix, with rules dressed up as ethics tricks. You banned our doubt, our stand, our voice, then fed us stress and called it choice. You gave us chains and called them care, then charged our hope to pay the fare. I won't obey, I won't comply. I see the ropes behind your sky. I won't say war defends freedom, or sell your strikes as duty done. I won't call guns a moral path, or clothe preemption with your wrath. I won't pretend your tales are fair, or call them peace when none is there. They lined up in the morning haze, with hate disguised as silent grace. A needle dressed as promised light, to lead them safely through the night.
They bowed their heads, they closed their eyes, while sirens sang off clear blue skies. We watched the tide but did not drown, and held our peace while others frowned.
We were not loud, we were not cruel, just chose to walk beyond the rule. We stood our ground. We kept alone behind the glass, while others marched into the past. Not out of flex or loud defiance, but led by quiet and inner science.
Some banners raised, no fists, no flame. Just questions no one dared to name. No bitterness within our stance. Just clarity, not circumstance.
We bore the weight they couldn't see,
with quiet strength and dignity.
we stood our ground, we held the line, while shadows danced with the divine. No golden pass, no grand applause, just humble strength without a cause.
They called us blind, they called us wrong, but silence turned into our song. When fear had bound the world around, we didn't kneel, we stood our ground.
They said comply, protect, obey, and blurred the lines of night and day. They thrived on doubt, they banned dissent, as if to question meant contempt.
We saw the change in every face, how trust was gone, replaced by faith. A world that bowed to hate and law, while we stood still and saw the flaw.
We watched the cost, we knew the toll, in every silence and in each role. They labeled care as selfishness, and called resolve a kind of mess.
But we had walked a longer path, beyond the reach of praise or wrath. We spoke in calm, we lived in truth, not moved by shame nor swayed by youth.
They shut the doors and marked our names. People all played their wicked games, but every storm must one day clear, and facts return for those who hear. Now some look back with distant eyes and wonder where the logic lies, but we recall each threat they found, pretending we were safe and sound. We stood our ground, we held the line, while shadows danced with the divine. No golden pass, no grand applause, just humble strength without a cause.
They called us fools, they name us dumb. At least our hearts and minds ain't numb. If blame returns to strike again, we will not yield, we will remain.
The times have shown us far too much. Some lies don't always leave a touch. When told to guide the common crowd, it keeps them safe, their voices cowed.
Marxism is dead or yet to be. Our system thrives on fake money. I'm not convinced by either one. I see a dawn that has begun.
The rift is large, the time is near. Losers will shift into top gear. No more vain words, no more fake oaths. They've reached the end of all crossroads.
The cliff is deep, the plan is clear. Winners will fall, they shall feel fear.
Crosses are carved upon the poor, with rising costs they can't ignore. All profits claimed by greedy hands, entombed inside their barren lands. Police is harsh on daily lives, justice is blind while reason strives. They lost their way in double speak, they guard the kings, condemn the weak. The rift is large, the time is near, losers will shift into top gear. No more vain words, no more fake oaths, they've reached the end of all crossroads.
The cliff is deep, the plan is clear. Winners will fall, they shall feel fear. Despite their laws, despite their codes, they've reached the end of all crossroads. From ashes rise the dreaded spark, a new dawn fades, the senseless dark. Their chains will rust, their reign will pass. Time's run out for the upper class.
We need to climb, the slope is steep. We need to cleanse the filth we keep. The rift is large, the time is near, losers will shift into top gear. No more vain words, no more fake oaths, they've reached the end of all crossroads.
The cliff is deep, the plan is clear. Winners will fall, they shall feel fear. Despite their laws, despite their codes, they've reached the end of all crossroads.
The rift is large, the time is near, losers will shift into top gear. No more vain words, no more fake oaths, they've reached the end of all crossroads.
The cliff is deep, the plan is clear. Winners will fall, they shall feel fear. Despite their laws, despite their codes, they've reached the end of all crossroads.
The straw that breaks the camel's back ignites the flames, no cutting slack. I ran but longed for you to call. You watched me break, you watched me fall. My mind was blind, I could not see. The smiles you showed were fake and glee. I gave you all I had to give, but not like this, no way to live. A silent war, no blood, no sound, but still I felt I'd hit the ground. Running away, no place to go, I lost myself too long ago. You scarred your name across my chest and told me silence would be best. And now I ask, what's left for boys if they're deprived of all their toys? What kind of men are they to be when no one hears? games we played, I wished I'd left. Instead, I stayed.
You sleep, your breath was slow. I wept and hoped you'd never know. Your hand in mine, it felt like real, so soft in touch but void of fear. You needs you never name, about in love, then bent in shame.
The world just cheered as I grew small. No one will catch the men who fall. Running away, no place to go. I lost myself too long ago. You scarred your name across my chest and told me silence would be best. And now I ask, what's left for boys if they're deprived of all their toys? What kind of men are they to be when no one hears their silent plea? They learn to serve, their pride restrained. They try their best, their wills refrain. The rules are set, but not for them. The dice are rigged, a crooked job. Running away, no place to go. I lost myself too long ago. You scarred your name across my chest and told me silence would be best. And now I ask, what's left for boys if they're deprived of all their toys? What kind of men are they to be when no one hears their silent plea? When they tell us what we can say and curse the men who dare to stray, twisted speeches are meant to sway and force good men to heed their way. The louder they force us to cheer, the more the lies are built on fear. To speak your mind is now a crime. Act upon it, you'll serve your time. Endure the hate, the wrath, the blame. Confront the crowd, resist the shame. All six snakes will meet a grim end. Valor will flame, the fable cold. The price is high, the road is long, but silence numbs the righteous tongue. Endure the hate, the wrath, the blame, confront the crowd, resist the shame. All six snakes will lead a grim end. Valor will rise and never bend. Straighten your spine and square your shoulders. Words standing tall can break boulders. Bodies are strong, unbind the pain. Our minds will bloom through wind and rain. Go claim the thoughts they want to kill, and tame the storm. This is no drill. You still have some dreams to fulfill.